So many decisions about a foster child's life are decided here in a courtroom, and all too often it's really overwhelming for the kids. Tonight we're highlighting a local organization whose mission is to make sure each foster child has a voice to fight for them and their future.
You're watching NBC 7 News at 6.
There is a perception that foster kids always go to foster families and live happily ever after. Sometimes that is true, often it's not. There are some very good foster families, just not enough of them. And as a result, many San Diego foster children get placed in group homes run by paid staff where there's not always a single consistent caring adult. The statistics of the kids that age out of the foster care system are dreadful. So these kids who were abused or neglected by their own parents can be failed unintentionally by a well-meaning but overburdened foster care system. But the future of many of these children is being changed thanks to a remarkable San Diego-based organization called Voices for Children, along with its volunteers. The smile in the photograph masks the painful home life that a kind young boy named Sean once endured.
I would say it was not the best situation or the best environment. When it came down to where I would basically sleep at night.
Removed from a neglectful home, Sean was placed into a well-intentioned but overburdened foster care system at the age of 13.
When I first entered, it was pretty scary.
To say the odds were against Sean is an understatement. Suffering from an intellectual disability from years of neglect, Sean entered a foster system whose children already have a steep climb. For kids who aren't reunited with family or adopted, they are often moved from group home to group home, school to school, until the age of 18 when they are out on their own.
The statistics are pretty grim. So within the first couple of years after aging out of foster care, something like 30 to 40% of youth will experience homelessness. The statistics are also pretty dire with respect to the pipeline into prison.
Before that could happen to Sean, the trajectory of his life changed for the better when he was assigned a volunteer advocate you'll meet in a moment from a remarkable San Diego organization called Voices for Children.
Our mission at Voices is to transform the lives of abused and neglected children, and the way we do that is by matching children in foster care with a specially trained community volunteer known as a court-appointed special advocate, or a CASA. CASA's role is primarily to advocate for the child as they work their way through the foster care system to ensure they have the resources they need.
Sean's CASA turned out to be Tim Riley, who was impressed with the young man's curiosity, spirit, and manners.
This one in particular always was very respectful. He also gave me my really cool name right away because he thought he was funny. Mr. T. Yeah, Mr. T.
Mr. T and Sean got to know each other, going on outings and sharing lots of conversations about serious matters and some not so much.
Mr. T has dominated him in the Nerd Rope Challenge. Today, the rematch.
Mr. T, I'm going to dominate in the Nerd Rope Challenge. You're going down today. He's just a really great person. He's always been there for me, like I said before.
Most impactful, Tim helped Sean navigate through the foster care system, involved in his education, his doctors, and Tim worked to have Sean settled and living with his grandmother at the age of 16. It looked like Tim's work was done.
The cool part about being a CASA, even when the file is closed, both the youth and the CASA have the option to continue the relationship, and there was no way I wasn't going to continue to have a relationship with this guy.
Which was crucial when Sean's grandmother passed away 2 years later. Sean suddenly on the verge of being homeless.
I didn't know of any other support for him.
Two of Sean's school therapists, Fran Wolf and Andrea Bosowski, also recognized he was in trouble. Being 18 and no longer getting foster care benefits, Sean still badly needed support.
So that was the game changer in terms of me getting the support to support Sean when Tim came in.
And the first thing she said to me was, you have to call Tim. Like, Tim is going to be your lifeline for this.
While the school team scrambled to find resources, Tim, the CASA volunteer from Voices for Children, coordinated a collective effort, which after a lot of effort and phone calls, resulted in Sean now having wraparound support services for life.
And what Tim has done for Sean really shows the power of advocacy.
you being there gave me a reason to try again.
Tim not only has a lot of heart, but also a lot of experience. We first introduced Tim a decade ago when he started helping the first of what would be 6 foster children, all who've earned different types of success. Some are like this young man about to graduate from college. Other foster kids with more limiting challenges like Sean have seen remarkable triumphs in their own way, getting his high school diploma, thriving with independent life skills, and just like his CASA, never giving up.
You can just see how his presence is, and he's holding himself up, and he's proud.
Well, if it takes a village to raise a child, it takes a remarkably committed village to help a foster child. Sean likes to call his CASA Tim and his counselors his village or the village people. As for Tim Riley, he is one of 1,000 awesome CASA volunteers helping foster kids, many under the age of 10. But Voices for Children needs more help. The nonprofit is considered the most successful program of its kind in the nation, providing its CASA volunteers high-level training and ongoing support and supervision. If you would like to help, the biggest requirement to be a CASA is to have a big heart. That and be 21, commit to seeing a foster child once a month, and pass a background check. The reward is that you can look back and say you saved a child, gave them a future, and made a profound difference. For more information and to donate, if you prefer to help out that way, go to the Voices website, speakupnow.org.
So grateful for those volunteers. Great story, beautiful story.